Hi Scorpio, this is Psychicbellalove and I am bringing you your second half of the July love readings. Now this reading is going to be from the 16th through the 31st of July 2019. However, I do consider my readings timeless, so if you happen to catch this later on, the energy may still apply for you. This is going to resonate with those who have their sun, rising, moon, Venus, and Jupiter signs in the sign of Scorpio. If for some reason the video does not resonate with you, check out the videos for your corresponding signs and placements. Oh my God, can we tell it's Mercury retrograde? And once again, I am Psychicbellalove, and if you wanted a personal private reading with me, all my information will be in the description box below. And for emergency readings, you can always reach me on avidadvice.com, and I am always Psychicbellalove everywhere. Now, I hope you guys also make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm very active over there, especially on my stories. I love to laugh. I love to get to know you guys and have a great time with you. I will be doing more giveaways both on YouTube and Instagram in the future, so make sure that you are subscribed to my channels so that you can always be updated on the latest. And I will be back every 2 weeks doing these videos for you guys. Now, if you are a cross watcher watching for Scorpio, sometimes the roles may be reversed. So when I am saying something that I am applying towards Scorpio, it may apply to you instead. So you know what to do with that. Take what you need, leave the rest, and let's get started. Now, Scorpio, oh my gosh, why are all the water signs being so impulsive this second half of the month? My goodness. I am a psychic medium and a tarot reader for those who don't know. I record from my phone. I just started doing all of this. So for brevity's sake, so that we don't end up with 20-hour long videos, I shuffle cards, look at them, do a little bit of a pre-reading, and then I get on and just channel the rest from Spirit. And so Spirit's message for Scorpio this month, the theme for you guys is, I wrote this down. Before you make the offer, check that they actually want it. Now, I'm just going to say up front, I'm sorry, Scorpios. I know for some of you, this is like, what? Some of you, and you know, I don't think that this applies to a large portion of Scorpios, but Spirit feels importance to share, then that means that somebody out there needed to hear it. There's a few Scorpios that you guys have just got it in your head that it's like, let me go after that one ex, the one I never ever forgot about. Or this one person that I may have had a crush on a long time ago, where I always just kind of thought in the back of my head, you know, maybe we'd be a good match or whatever. But you're just like overwhelming this person, and some of them may not have even ever thought of you that way. And not to make it a bad thing, it's just literally like, you know, they may be the teller at the bank and they see 100 people at their counter every single day. So because of that situation, they just haven't had the opportunity to sit there and think, well, you know, Joe, who comes in on Mondays, is always dressed very nicely and seems like an attractive person. So it's just literally like one of those situations where the circumstances where you guys know each other from has not lent itself to any sort of romance for them to consider this. And then all of a sudden you go in on a Tuesday and you're trying to invite them out to dinner and give them your phone number and all this stuff, and you completely catch them off guard. So Spirit is saying, you know, whether this is an ex that you think that like, well, that's the one that got away, or it's somebody that you've just had an eye on for a while, or for whatever reason, you woke up this morning and decided that Joanne at the bank seemed like she was a good option. Make sure that this person is single, in a place where they want to date, and actually may have some interest back in you, because I feel like some of you may be getting some rejection that you're not going to be very happy about. But it's, again, it's Spirit saying sort of brought on by you because you just didn't want to allow things to sort of build and to maybe feel the situation out before acting. So I guess this is more of a warning for some of you Scorpios. Like, before you go overwhelm the object of your affections with all this love, because I feel like some of you get so nervous or so excited that once you open your mouth and start talking, it's no longer just, hey, I think it would be a good idea if we had dinner sometime, to being like, and I think my mom would really like you, and you and my grandma have the same favorite color, and they're just standing there like, what's going on? So just keep all of that in mind, please. Now, for some Scorpios, you may be on the receiving end of that overwhelming ex-person from the past coming in and being like, let's get married. And you're like, we went on one horrible blind date 20 years ago. Why are you bothering me? So it could go either way, but either way, Spirit wants my Scorpios to know about this, okay? So just be very aware. And I know that it's hard because sometimes I think that we build everything up inside and we kind of have to psych ourselves up to do something, and then it comes out wrong and we come across as so like, when we don't mean to be. And I think that for some of you, that's how it comes across, and that's not what you meant for it to happen. So just, you know, maybe take some time, go over your plan with your friends, kind of figure out a better way to do it so that you don't end up scaring this person away, basically. Now, I feel like there are some Scorpios too who are going to make some pretty big changes in their life this month, because I keep getting that as a result of this lunar eclipse that we have coming, and which I'm recording on the first night of it, and then just the Mercury retrograde energy that we're in. I feel like a lot of Scorpios, you guys take this time to say goodbye to something that's not working anymore, namely relationships, because I do feel like there's a lot of people that are actually walking away from not just a relationship, but actually like getting divorced or leaving a partner that you've been with for a very long time, because I feel these are longer term relationships that I'm being told about ending rather than it just being a few weeks. If it is a few weeks, it was an intense few weeks, or you really at some point thought this person was going to be something major in your life and they turned out not to be for whatever reason, or maybe they were from the get-go telling you like, I want to start a family, or I see us living together, or this is my goal, you know, is to get married and have kids and buy a house and this and that. And so there was some sort of idea of stability that was going to happen if you were not already in the midst of that. And I feel like there are, unfortunately, a lot of those scenarios that are going to be ending. But for the Scorpios walking away from that, it's a good thing. It was a long time coming, and what I'm getting is it's more like most of you who are sort of asking for that divorce or that breakup, you've been thinking about this for quite a long time. It's weighed heavily on you. And so now you're at the place where it's like, okay, I finally have the courage to say this. I finally have the courage to do it. I finally know that I'm going to walk away and then I'm done. And so it is in a good way that it happens for you, at least, you know, and I know it's going to be hard, but you guys are going to be able to get through it, because I do feel like it is definitely a situation of closing one old chapter and opening up a brand new chapter, because I feel like I said, it's not just life changing, but it's life beginning. It's like the second part of your life is right there in front of you, and you just have to remember that you are the one who holds the pen and who writes this next chapter and writes the second half of the novel that is your life going forward. Because Scorpios, I mean, you guys definitely, when I was pulling cards on this earlier, you had the Magician card. So it's literally, you can make this entire situation what you want. So what Spirit was clarifying for me on that right now is that it really is about the perspective that you choose to have going forwards. If you choose to look at this as, I am the magician, I am the creator, I'm going to make everything be amazing this time around, then by all means, you can do that and you will get into that part of your life so much faster. But if it is a situation where it's like, I'm going to be really depressed about it for a while, and you allow that to linger, then it will take a little longer to get back on track with everything again. But, you know, so just try to kind of have some coping mechanisms in place, I guess. But overall, I mean, I feel like this is going to be a good month for most of you. And like I said, if you are dealing with a breakup, it is Scorpio brought on, I guess you would call it Scorpio induced. I don't know what the right term is there, but it's definitely brought on by you guys. It is your choice, but it is a choice that I feel that ultimately makes you happy in the long run, so it's not horrible for you. So I hope that helped, and I hope that you guys have a really great second half of July. I will be back in the beginning of August, or actually before the end of July, sorry, to do your beginning of August readings for you guys. And in the meantime, all my information will be down in the description box below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if this resonates with you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.